Today we had the opportunity to be the guest speaker on the 5 a.m. Club. Good morning. My name is Kevin Jones from Pismo Beach, California. I'll be sharing with you the 90-10 rule that I've developed, and hopefully I'll inspire and introduce you to a new way of thinking. 90% of our lives is lived in our head, and 10% comes from outside sources. You see, 90% is your perception of how you think things are happening in your interpretation. 90% of our life we control through our thoughts, and only 10% are conditions. What's a condition? It's something that we have absolutely no control over, the weather, government, etc. 90% of our actions come from our subconscious mind and only 10% from deliberate thought. We are, for the most part, after the age of 25 on autopilot, and 90% of our decisions throughout the day are made by our subconscious mind. And let's ask ourselves, who programmed that mind? 90% of life is mental and 10% is physical. This is powerful to understand that you're not living in a physical world, you're living in a mental world in your head, and only 10% of it's actually physical. 90% of life is believing that you can do it, and only 10% is taking the action. Why can't some people get stuff done? Because life is about belief. If you don't believe or have faith, it just won't work or happen. I want to close with a quick story. I spent over 2 years restoring a collector's Volkswagen. I would take it around the block like once a month, give it a little exercise. This was the second time actually driving it since it was completed. I stop at a stop sign and wham, I get rear-ended. This is where the 90-10 rule comes in. At that moment, I could have had two primary responses. One, go back and yell and scream at the lady, or I could go back and ask her if she's okay. Luckily, I picked the latter. She said she was okay and kept profusely apologizing because you could literally see how much damage was done to the vehicle. I told her it was okay and glad that she was okay. The moral of the story is we stayed in touch, became friends, and a year later she called me to sell her house. Do you think if I would have yelled and screamed at her, we would have had the same relationship? Absolutely not. I made more commission selling her house than the vehicle was actually worth. So remember, 90% is what you do with what's put in front of you, and only 10% are conditions. You are in control of the majority of everything in your life. With that thought, I wish you a powerful and productive day. Kevin Jones, out.